Kali walked along the thorny forest track. As slowly as he could, he was on his way to school. Kali's father was one of the most famous snake catchers among the Irula tribe. He had caught over 100 cobras just this monsoon and bought many good things for the family. The snake cooperative paid rupees 150 for each poisonous snake. They took out the poison from snakes to make anti-venom serum. When Kali went snake catching with his father, his legs worked like machines. But now he slowed down. "I hate school," he told the bushes as his walk got slower and slower. "And school hates me." The bushes did not seem to understand or feel sorry for him. "It's been 2 months since I joined school, but I don't have a single friend. I get the feeling, I think they think we Irulas are weird." On the first day of school, each student had to stand up and tell the whole class 3 things: his or her name, the name of the village, and what father did. "My name is Ramu, my village is Melur, my father is a bus conductor," said the first child. Then came Selvi, Oratur, postman. When it was Kali's turn, he was so proud he felt like a balloon. "I am Kali. My village is Kanatur. My father is a snake catcher." The children giggled and nudged one another as if he had said something silly. For the first time in his life, Kali did not feel proud of being an Irula. He wished he were just like the others, an ordinary boy with a bus conductor father. Anyway, that was 2 months ago. Kali was getting used to it, but it was hard, and his school walk got slower and slower. Kali reached the school gate as the bell was ringing. As usual, he sat in the back row, alone, wishing he had friends, wishing he could fail and be thrown out of school. But failing wasn't easy. He had tried. But however badly he wrote his lessons, the teacher was always happy with him. This morning they had maths and writing, and then it was break time. The children rushed outside to have their snack. Some had idli, others had mixture, a slice of bread, or 2 or 3 biscuits. Kali opened his tiffin box. Oh no, fried termites! His favorite, actually. But what if someone saw? He'd have to hide. He sat on the wall, far away from all the others, and finished his tiffin. Termites didn't taste as good here as at home. Suppose someone comes near me? Suppose someone asks what I've brought? Kali worried. The bell rang. Break was over. It was the same teacher, but another subject. English. They had to write the English alphabet on their slates. Teacher walked around the room with a stick, hitting the hands that made bad mistakes. Lucky, thought Kali. Lucky they could make the teacher angry. He too would try and make a mess of his slate. Teacher stood in front of Kali, but instead of a swish of the stick, he got a pat on the back. Teacher held up Kali's slate for the class to see. Here, this is the sort of work I want to see from everyone, he said. Now the others would hate him more than ever. Kali could hear the whispering in the classroom. He'd never have friends in school. Just then, something happened in the room. At first, Kali didn't understand. Arms and legs flew. Bodies ran, tumbled over each other, fell, ran some more. There were shouts from all directions. Help! Help! Teacher, help! But teacher was under a table. Eyes and hands pointed to the ceiling. Now Kali understood. There, on the roof, was a large rat snake. It must have smelt the rats in the roof tiles and come after them. By mistake, it had taken a wrong turn and come to class instead. Kali's father said that sometimes snakes smelt humans and mistook them for rats. Maybe this one thought, wonderful, here's a room full of rats. The rat snake was wrapped around a palmyra beam on the roof. It stretched out its neck curiously. It must have been surprised by all the excitement. Slowly, more and more of its body uncoiled from the beam. Kali, looking up, knew what was going to happen next, and it did. Dop! Down the rat snake fell. The noise and confusion grew worse. Chairs crashed, heads banged, bodies hit the wall, the floor, one another. Teacher was now on, not under, his table, yelling, "Save me! Save me!" The rat snake was terrified. It went to one side of the room, then the other. The children ran in the opposite direction. For a few seconds, Kali was too surprised to do anything. His people, the Irulas, always went towards snakes, not away from them. Had everyone gone mad? He walked slowly to where the snake was. He reached out his hand. Suddenly, the room grew still. No sound, no movement. All eyes were on Kali. The rat snake, it was over 6 feet long, reared back like a horse, opened its mouth wide, hissed, and struck. Luckily, it missed Kali's hand. The bite of a big rat snake is very painful. This was the thought that went through Kali's mind as he grabbed the snake behind the head. His other hand gripped the long, muscular body. Soon, Kali was all wrapped up in snake. Kali thought he would find a big bag to put the rat snake in. He'd take it home to father. The Vandalur Zoo near Chennai paid a good price for rat snakes. He'd buy his baby sister a new dress. But what was this noise? What was happening? Was there another snake in the room? Confused, Kali looked up. Everyone was clapping and cheering, and then they were chanting, "Kali, Nandri, Kali, Nandri, Kali, thank you." It was so wonderful. Kali's eyes soon became wet with happiness. He grinned, and the clapping grew louder. "You saved us!" shouted one of the boys. "How brave you are! From now on, you sit next to me." "No, me!" And the children started quarreling about who Kali would sit next to. "Who taught you to be so brave?" asked Ramesh, the class bully. "Come on, name it. We'll give you whatever you want. You saved our lives." "Well, what I want now," replied Kali, "is a bag, a big one, to put this fellow into." 10 children ran off in 10 different directions to find bags. The others looked at Kali with admiration. From the corner of his eye, Kali saw Teacher climb down from his desk. Teacher walked up to Kali, but he was careful not to get too close. "Silly children," he scolded. "Why did you get so scared? Running all over the place just because of a non-poisonous snake?" Teacher walked back to his desk. As soon as his back was turned, Kali and the children grinned at one another. Secret grins, the kind that friends use.